Hi, Mike at ABC Fullerton Vacuum and Sewing LLC here in beautiful Fullerton, California. Wanted to show you how to wind a bobbin and thread an Elna 520. This also applies to an Elna 540, 560, and 570. So let's start out by winding the bobbin first. I always recommend using quality thread. We prefer Metler. We have every color under the sun. So let's put the spool on. We're going to use the appropriate size spool retainer. Small spool, small retainer. We've got our bobbin. We're going to put it on the spindle. We're going to take our thread. We're going to go around this little tension unit that'll give the thread tension as it winds, so it winds a nice even bobbin. Now you can come up through the hole in the bobbin from the inside, or do what I generally do is I wrap it around 4 or 5 times and then engage it. Once I engage it, the needle will not go up and down. Let's see, it's winding a nice even bobbin. Disengage the winder. Now my needle will go up and down again. And pull the bobbin off and set it aside. We're going to take the thread off that little tensioner. And we're going to thread the machine. Now there are arrows and numbers all over this machine. It says to come around here, step 1, come down, go around the bottom, come up for step 3 around the take-up lever, and come back down. We're going to do it step by step. So step 1 is to come right off the spool and make your turn. You hear a click, it went inside. We're going to come down through the tension discs. The foot is up. You always thread the machine with the foot up so the tension discs are released, so the thread can get between them. I'm going to come down, straight down. You see step 2 says come around. So I'm going to come around, I'm going to come up, right to left through the take-up lever, right to left. So now it's in. I'm going to come down and go through this front thread guide here. Now I'm behind it, and the last one is right above the needle. I'll make sure you can see this. Right there. I'm at a bad angle here. There we are. So see, I'm right above the needle there. Now I'm going to thread the needle, and I'm going to use their automatic needle threader. I hope you can see this. Part of the machine is threaded. Now I'll test it on the bench when I'm doing repairs or such. I do it automatically. What I do is I lower the foot and I pull on the thread to make sure I have resistance. See how the needle's moving? So that means I have tension. I probably threaded it right. If I pull it and I have no resistance, I miss the tension discs. I'd rethread it. I'm going to raise the foot again. I'm going to take our bobbin. Now Elna gives you a little door, and I hope you can see it. Can you see the picture of that? You can see it tells you which way to put the bobbin, because you see a bobbin can go in 2 ways, and one of them's right. It can go in with the thread coming off the spool, or it can go in with the thread coming on this side. We don't want that, because when we're threading the machine, we're putting the bobbin in and going left. And you can remember that because when you're sewing, you're using thread. You drop it in, you pull it off the spool into the slot. And that's just what the picture shows. So, maybe a little pointer here. First, we have the thread on the left side, if you will, and we're going to drop it in. Okay. There are two slots. The first one and the last one. So, what I like to do is I just kind of tap, I just put a little bit of pressure on the bobbin. I pull it into the slot. Now when I pull it backwards, you're usually going to feel and hear a little click there. And then I lay it across the back slot. Can you see that? You want me to do it again? Let's do it one more time. Let's pull it out. Okay. We've got our thread on the left side. Let's drop the bobbin in. Just touch it. I'm not pressing hard, just barely. Thread goes into the slot, comes back, and click, and then I lay it across. And I can feel it too. When I've threaded this right, I can feel a little bit of tension. I'm going to take the upper thread lightly in my hand, and I'm going to turn the hand wheel towards me to where I pull the thread up. And I can feel that tension. We already know the top had tension, and I can feel the bottom. It feels good too. Let's go into the foot. Now a really good habit to get into, let's put on the plate, would be if you've threaded it correctly, it's going to sew correctly. If you thread it up and it loops, you didn't thread it correctly. Let's lower the foot. We're on a straight stitch. Well, look at that. Perfect. That means we did a good job. And if you use these checks, like when you've threaded the top and you feel the tension on the top, and you thread the bobbin and you feel the tension on the bobbin, it's going to sew, especially in Elna. These are very reliable machines. If you follow these steps as I've showed you, you're going to be happy sewing. Thanks for watching, and we're here to help if you need us.